Guys, I have something extremely adorable to show you today. Today we're going to take a look at 78 Tarot Animal Pocket Edition. This is so cute. 78 Tarot has been so generous with me that they sent me some items for review. This pocket edition, this beautiful guidebook, and I was so blessed to get the limited edition as well. Now, look, I want to show you the difference in size. Let me push this over between these two decks. Look at that. Ain't that something? So I'm going to show you the pocket edition today. I think it was awesome of 78 Tarot to do this particular edition because the thing about it is that a lot of people have small hands that like to do tarot. Now, many of us can use this big one. I love the artwork being that large personally, but if you have really little hands, it could be so hard to manage. So I thought it was really cool that they came out with a pocket edition. I personally would like a card that's in between the two, like a standard size tarot card would be perfect for me. But then you wouldn't be able to see this beautiful artwork as large and in charge as it is. So if you want to see the limited edition, I did post that one on my channel as well. And then this one is next. So I have both of them posted on the channel in case you want to see the whole thing. So we're going to do the introduction and then I'm going to show you the pocket edition and how it differs in size from the limited edition. My name is QueenAusetHeru and thank you for joining me for another wonderful edition of Ask an Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, pass it on to everybody that you know, and drop us a positive comment in the comment section. Um, if you'd like to get a reading done, or if you would like to talk with me, if you would like to get, let me see, Ask an Aquarius merchandise, or send me a gift on my wish list, all that information is underneath this video. Underneath this video at the very top, I'm going to put the link to the limited edition, the link to the pocket edition, and the link to the guidebook, as long as they're all still available. Now, one thing I want to tell you about 78 Tarot, 78 Tarot sells out fast. So if you're 100% sure that you want these, get them immediately because they have done, I think, 8 different decks, if I'm not mistaken. We're getting ready to see. And I could only snag one. I have the 78 Tarot Carnival. Excellent deck, beautiful, very similar size to this one, this limited edition one. But all the other ones that came out, I waited too long and could not get them. So if you really want this for yourself or for a special someone, go underneath this video and click on it. It's great for Christmas. All right, so let me show you the cards. So let's move the big one out of the way. Let's get the little one. When I was like, it's black and white. No, you push it and it comes out. So it has a little jacket over it. And let me put this here in case you want to say that cute. It's so cute. It's so little and cute. I love that. That is adorable. Before let me turn it around. Make sure you guys saw the front. And on the other edition, the limited edition, this is like gold foiling. So I thought that was so decent. This feels like it's a tuck box. The limited edition is a hard box. So if that matters to you, that would be the one to get. Now, here, I'm going to show you real quick the guidebook. If you want to screenshot that. 81 different artists worked on this. The guidebook is full color and glossy. It explains the card and the interpretation and everything. There is no reversals. So if you read reversals, you're going to have a separate book. And now we're going to open up our little tuck box and take out the cards. Now, this is the inside of the box. It is a standard tuck box. All right. They come with that paper around them, which I love. I prefer the paper to the plastic always. I'm going to pull it off and throw it. There we go. Now, before I get started, I'm going to show you. These are so cute. The card stock. Let's take a look. Yeah. Yes. Love that. Excellent card stock. This is the back of the card. Beautiful. Feels great. As you can see, it's really little. Let's put it in here and pull it really close to you. Nah, can't get that glare off. So it's a little glary, as you can see. And I am going to show you, just for the purposes of comparison, the same card from the limited edition. If I got it in the right order. Yes, I do. Here we go, right here. Look at that. Look at this. I'm going to put it in front of it. This is the 78 limited edition. And this is the pocket edition. Big difference, right? I mean, huge difference. It's clearly different. And then let me, real quick before I get started on the next part, show you. This is a standard size tarot card. So compared to a standard sized tarot card, as you can see, it's much smaller. So it's really a little deck. It's really cute. So it's going to be, I like the when they said pocket, they really do mean pocket because it's perfect to put in your pocket. Your pocket or your pocket book, ladies, or, well, I guess nowadays everybody, they carry the man bags too. So if you want to put it in your bag or if you want to put it in your pocket, it is perfect for that. I'm going to show you the artwork. And it's the same exact artwork as we have on the larger deck. At the bottom of every card, you're going to notice that there is the name of the card. There is also the the artist. So each card has a different artist. 78 Tarot is really cool. I love the concept of using the different artists. So as you can see, they are really, really little. So if you're somebody who, like I said, has that hand, you know, has those smaller hands, this is perfect for your hands. I'm going to stop right there. Yeah, this is perfect for your hands, as you can see. It's awesome. I'm always looking for decks that I can take with me. So this will be one of those. And it's attractive. It when you hold it in your hands, look at it in your hand. It's easy to grab the whole thing, you know. So these would be great, you know, for like learning. Like for instance, sometimes my daughter and I go to the airport and it's so boring. You know when you're flying and how boring it is waiting for your plane? It would be awesome to take these with you and you could sit in the cafe or wherever if you want to study your cards. The artwork is exactly the same as it is in a larger one, except the edges are not gilded. In the limited edition, they are gilded in purple, but these are not gilded, they're white, which is fine. And it's the exact same artwork, the exact same placement of the name of the card. Everything else is exactly the same. So as you can see, I think it's really cute. I think it's really cute, and I love the artistic. Let me change that. The Empress as a cow, that's perfect. I love the artistic choices that they made. I talked about that a lot in the other video because they made a lot of bold choices here. They kept a lot of the traditional symbolism. So we see this particular animal is often associated with the emperor. So you do have a lot of that traditional Rider Waite Smith imagery that we're also used to, but you also have them doing their own thing, you know. Um, that looks like a. If I'm right, that's a praying mantis. And some of them are cartoonish, like that one. That one was a bit cartoonish. This one is, you know, a little bit more realistic, still bordering on cartoonish. And then some of them are real, like this one. Look at this, how beauty. This is beautiful, you know? They're all really beautiful, but they're just different art styles that these different artists, it's 81 different artists. So each one did one card. So I love that. The ability to see the different art styles. This is my favorite card. I just saw this earlier for the first time. That is definitely my favorite card. I love the strength card, period. It usually is a great interpretation. Most people do the strength card right, but they really got it. They nailed it. I love it. Because you see the soft beauty of the lion and the look in his eye is a tad bit ferocious. Not a lion that I would play with, you know. I wouldn't bother that lion in the wild. I would leave him big. Oh. And then some of them are just so cute. I also, as I was looking through the larger one, I actually do prefer them larger. I like how big the art is, actually. But as I was looking through the other one, I was noticing they just have this majestic feel to me. That's the word that kept coming to mind was majestic. So I don't know how you feel about animals. If you like animals, you will like this deck. Or if you just want to know more about animals, because in the guidebook, if you get the guidebook, because this does not come with a little white book, either one of them. So you really need that guidebook. If I mean, you could read it without the guidebook, but I would get it because in the guidebook they explain a little bit about the animal and why they chose that animal for that particular card. So that will also help you with the interpretations. That is beautiful. I love that temperance card. So as you can see, they made some very awesome choices. That looks like Sebastian under the sea. The art at the top of here. Oh my goodness. Perfect. And even though they made some of their own, you know, creative choices, it's so recognizable. If you're into the Rider Waite Smith, it's very recognizable. This is probably another favorite card. I got a lot of favorite cards. It must be like half of the deck is my favorite card. I just thought that was so beautiful. And I love the star. The star is the Aquarius card, and I'm Aquarius. So whenever I look at a deck, I always look for certain cards. Most readers are like this. There's certain cards you have to do right. And for me, it is the star. You have to do the star right if you want me to look at the rest of the deck. Period. And they really hit it. You also have to do the cups right. The cups is my favorite suit. So if you do the cups right, especially the court cards, you know, you'll have me at hello. I love elephants. Beautiful. So the question really is, do you want it larger or do you want it smaller? That's really the question because size does matter. So that's really the question. Um, so if you really love them, you know, I don't know. I would have a hard time picking between the two. The little one is adorable, and I love the concept. Maybe get both of them because maybe you could travel with one. Because think about it, if you want to go someplace for Christmas or something like that, traveling with this one would be pretty easy. Oh, I love that one. That squirrel looks so cute. Traveling with this one little one would be easier. Um, but I love the big one because I love the bigness of the art. So I would probably get both of these. Um, well, I have both of them. Luckily, they gifted these beautiful decks to me. Both of these decks and the guidebook were gifts from 78 Tarot. So I promised them I would do an honest review if they gave me a nice gift. And they thought that was a good trade. So that's how we do it. Nice. And as you can see, each artist did a different card. So each art style is a little bit different. But they're not so different that they can't be read together. Somebody asked me, like, was the cohesion of it off? Like, does it seem strange or, you know, would it be different to do a reading? And I'm like, absolutely not. Um, when I looked at the bigger ones, look at that. I love bunnies. I love bunnies so much. When I looked at the bigger one, they were asking me like, did I have a problem? And I'm like, not at all. You know, they clearly all fit the same theme. Some of them are a little more cartoonish, I would say, like this one, and some of them look a little more realistic, I would say. But that doesn't really stop me. Like, look at this, the majestic beauty of this giraffe. Like, that doesn't really, stop me. Like, this giraffe to me looks more, I would say, lifelike than this koala. But reading them together when I lay them out in a spread, it's not difficult at all. So that's definitely not a problem. Look at the head. I love that. Isn't that cool? So yeah, it really depends. And I do think it's difficult to make a deck at different sizes. So I really do appreciate their effort in making this pocket edition, because I've heard so many people on TarotTube talk about trying to shuffle their larger decks. So I think it's cool. I think that another thing about 78 Tarot, as mind you, I've been seeing them since, oh my god, since the first deck I've been seeing them. So another thing I've noticed about them is that they stepped up. Like, they keep leveling up. And that's a mark of a good company, because a good company takes criticism, takes critiques, like people saying, "Oh, the cards are too big." They take those criticisms and then they use it to improve their product. So even though the cards are still big, which is cool, now they're giving, and I don't know if they did other pocket editions, because this is the only one I've seen, but they're giving the pocket edition. So it's like they're taking, the critiques from us, the consumers, and they're actually, you're able to see these ideas come to life in their new products. So I like that. I love a company that keeps doing that. I also love their customer service. When I emailed her, it was a woman, I believe, about this deck, she got back to me extremely fast, um, and was very courteous, awesome attitude. So I love that about a company. You got to give me good customer service, or I'm not going to want to deal with your company. I like this card a lot. I'm gonna tell you why. That's why I stopped on it. I'm from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and if you live in the Northeast or certain parts of Philadelphia, you will get raccoons and possums, by the way. But we're talking about the raccoons, and the raccoons are known for stealing. So the Seven of Swords is about a thief, or a con man, that kind of energy. So I love the fact that we got the raccoon stealing. Raccoons have fingers, so they can open things that other animals might not be able to. So in Philadelphia, people who had this issue don't think it's funny, number one, but we always know, if you have raccoons in your neighborhood and something is missing, especially something edible, then the raccoons probably got you. A friend of mine was telling me that the raccoons opened her grandmother's back door. Don't know how they twisted the knob, but they got fingers, so they figured it out and came into the pantry and were in there eating forever. And they came downstairs from wherever they were, and all their food was gone. And the raccoon came running out the cabinet, she said, and ran out the back door. And her grandmother was livid. Apparently the raccoon had like ate up all their rations for like the week. The whole family's rations for like the week. So they're known for theft. So I thought that was so funny when I saw them as the Seven of Swords. Awesome. Awesome. So I don't know how you feel about animals. I love animals. I don't have any pets because I don't want to take care of anything. I'm not responsible enough for that. Can barely take care of myself. But I love the way they look. I love the way they look in art. This is the most beautiful Queen of Swords I've seen. And a lot of this art would be really cool on the wall. That would be an awesome picture for the living room. So I don't know if 78 Tarot sells these as prints, but when I finish doing this and I leave the link to their site, you can check it out and see. Um, it would be really cool. Certain ones, like this would be nice for the bathroom. I would love to hang that in the bathroom. I don't know what kind of animal that is. That's another thing I noticed, is that they have a little bit of information in the guidebook about each animal. So for those of us that don't know about animals, that'll help us with our knowledge. The roses are beautiful. The flower, I mean the butterflies are beautiful. The sky is beautiful. The castle in the background, majestic. These are awesome. And I have a few animal decks. Yeah, I got a few. I think one of them is Oracle. The other one I think I showed you guys. It was the Spirit Song Tarot. This is very different though. Very different vibe. Equally, equally is cool because they're both beautiful decks, but this is definitely its own thing. Very unique. I love gorillas. It reminds me of that movie with Anthony Hopkins. Some of you may have seen that movie where he went to go live with the gorillas. I loved it. Cuba Gooding Jr. was in the movie, and I don't know what happened. It was a strange movie. It was really strange. Living with the gorillas, I think, was the most normal part of the whole movie. I love this so much. I love the water. It's just so beautiful. The artist did a awesome job with this. The colors are great. I love these bright, vibrant colors that most of these cards have. Some of them are a little bit more muted, but for the most part, we have some great colors. I really do also love the backgrounds, the sunsets, the skies. That really took me out. This is one of my favorite cards as well. I love that. Reminds me of a fairy tale, kind of like Shrek or something like that. That's cool. Check that out. That is really cool. Very Knight of Wands energy. Extremely. This is so adorable. I love I love the little bone, the queen. Oh, that is so cute. I think that is adorable. And remember in tarot, the Queen of Wands has sunflowers often with her, and she has a cat. So now we have the cat in the background and the sunflowers. They're both on pillows. I thought that was a great choice. The King of Wands. Whoo, fire. Definitely fire. If you see a tiger looking at you like that, you in trouble. Awesome. I like this. I like this a lot. I like the swirlies. Love it. And you see what I mean about the different art styles? Like one person has the swirly clouds, another person has more realistic looking clouds. Love the Two of Cups. Remember, the cups is my suit, so now we get to see it. The parrots. Love it. This is decent because I have a panda deck coming. I cannot wait to show you that panda deck. I love pandas. I don't know a lot about them, but I think they're gorgeous in art. Most of my knowledge about animals is truly art. Like I like looking at them in art and Disney, things like that. That's what I like about animals. In real life, I think they really just want to be left alone. So I don't bother them in real life, but in art and cinema, anything like that, then yeah, I like that choosing. I don't know what kind of bird this is, but there is a bird that is black like this, and it brings people little trinkets. I've heard little stories online. I don't know if it's a crow or a raven. I don't know what it was, but I've heard stories that's beautiful about whatever this bird is bringing people um trinkets, like little things they find. And they said that they're so smart that they can remember when you do kind things for them, or if you're a good person, or if you feed them, and they will bring you little things they find. Usually, from what I understand, they're shiny things. I thought that was so sweet. I love that little family. All right, here's our page. Page looking good. There's our knight looking majestic. And here's our queen. This is beautiful. I would love a print of that. That's a nice print. Beautiful. And last but not least is our crocodile. So I'm going to go back since we're not that far away and we got a little bit of time. Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to shake you there, guys. Because I'm trying to look back. Here we are. To this one. I want to see if I can find out if that's that bird I'm talking about that brings people trinkets. What is that? The Seven of Cups? All right. So we're going to go to our guidebook. We're going to look up the Seven of Cups. Here it is, right here. Let's see what it is. It is a crow. Okay, got it. So it says here the Seven of Cups is about making important decisions. Corvids are well known for collecting items, and even giving them as gifts. Here, a crow overlooks his carefully organized collection of treasures, pondering on what item to give to a friend. It must choose carefully, for even the smallest of decisions can have great impacts upon our lives. So that's exactly what I was thinking about. Yeah, people have said that, and these crows will leave them little trinkets that they find like wherever, money, jewelry, just little trinkets. And I thought that was so cool. They could accidentally like bring you somebody's, wedding ring, or something somebody lost or something. I thought that was so cool. Message from the crows. You have so many options, but are you getting lost within them all? Infinite possibilities and ideas can be fantastic when you're making plans, but too many things can distract you. Instead, use the choices before you to inspire you, to fuel you. Consider carefully, but always be realistic in your aims and remember to act, or your dreams will remain just that. Crow. Clever and daring. The crow will take advantage of everything and anything that it has. Let me see. Everything and anything that is on offer. Watching and waiting for the timing to be just right. Then swooping in, which made them a great image for the Seven of Cups. Keywords: options, distractions, temptations. I really do love that. I always think of choices, options with the Seven of Cups. I love when they talked about temptations because one of the things that could probably be a hindrance in choosing which one you want is being tempted by other things. So I like that interpretation. That's really cool. So again, you gotta choose what size is for you. Either you want the big daddy or you want the little brother. Okay. I recommend both of them for different reasons, as I stated earlier. But they're both awesome. 78 Tarot has done it again. And I'm going to remind you guys the same way I reminded everybody in my other video. 78 Tarot always sells out. And when I say always, I mean always. There is little to no chance that this will not sell out. They always do. Oh, and by the way, remember I told you that this limited edition, remember I told you about the box? Look at that. I had to show you that. So that's another difference between the two is that this one has that beautiful box. It's a hard box, and the other one has the tuck box. And the tuck box has the same image, but that image doesn't shimmer like the other one. So that might help you to make your decision as well. So, guys, thank you so much for stopping by and watching this video. You please come back soon because I have a lot more to say. See you later.